Hey everyone, Michael Catterall, product lead at elevaite365 here. Today I'm in our test automation tool and I'm just going to show you a quick guide or demo of the new API commands that we have. These are great for your integration testing or even some basic API testing. To get started, we want to press plus inside of our test and we want to search for API and add the API request step. Once added, we need to fill out these basic details. If you've worked with APIs before, all this will make sense to you. So for example, we've got the input section and we've got the different methods. So get, post, put, patch, delete. In this example, I'm just going to use the basic get. And then we've got the URL that we want to call. I'm going to use this free public API called meowfacts, which is going to give us some random facts about cats. Then we've got our headers. So if you need to add any headers to your API requests, you can do that there. Authentication, in my case, there's no authentication required for this endpoint, but we support basic auth and also bearer tokens. If you have any other requirements, feel free to reach out to our product team. We're always happy to extend this tooling to match your requirements. Then we've got the body type, which I can leave as empty. If we click on Save Response, this is where we get access to save the individual response details. So for example, if you're doing some sort of API testing, you might want to save the status code to a variable so that you can validate it afterwards. Then we've got the response time. If you want to measure that, maybe do some performance testing against the API. And then we've also got the response body, which is what I'm interested in. So let's go ahead and map response body to a variable. I'm just going to create a new one. And I'm going to call it API example. Give it a random value because that's just going to be replaced later. Press save and add that to my step. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and run this to see if it's working. Run step. There we go. So you can see every time this step runs, it does give you some basic information in this section below. So it tells you what the response body is, the status code, and the response time. Of course, we've also mapped the response body to a variable. So if I click on our variable here, we can see API example has the exact response body that we expected. Now, if we want to maybe manipulate this response body, so in this case it's in JSON, it might also be in XML. We can add another command, which we've just recently added. If we search for JSON, we've got two options here, extract value or update value. So if we want to maybe extract the first fact from this response body, I can use the extract value step. And I can select format JSON. Source variable is the variable we just saved. This one here. And then the path that we want, which I believe, just go back, was data. And then that's inside of an array. So we'll try this. Data 0. See if that works. And then output is where you save that to. So we'll just save it back to the same variable. Okay, let's quickly give that a test and see if it works. Go. Awesome. So you can see the variable has now been updated and it extracted the actual fact from that JSON body. And there you have it. So if you have any questions about our API command or even this extract or update value command, feel free to reach out